Shalom, shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praises, all honor, all glory to Yahweh, Ba'asham Yahweh Shai, Ba'asham Rakakwadash. Double honors to the apostles, elders of Great Millstone. Shalom to you, Akim, who are pushing the work in truth and in sincerity. All right, bringing forth the testimony of our Lord Yahweh Shai in these last evil days. That testimony is the spirit of prophecy. Of course, we are supposed to be prophesying these last evil days, all right, of things to come. All right, as the scriptures go, prudent man foreseeth the evil coming. All right, and we warn the rest, all right, to get them prepared, all right, for what's to come. Okay, that's why we here, man. Nothing more, nothing less. All right, we ain't here to, to look pretty, to, to forward ourselves and put ourselves before the Lord Himself, Yahweh Shai, who we are, pretty much set up to usher Him in, all right, and glorify Him through this word, all right. So Proverbs 22:3, it says, "A prudent man foreseeth the evil and hideth himself, but the simple pass on and are punished." All right, and we have to be prudent. Okay, let's go into the word prudent. All right, which, in other words, we have to be wise. Okay, for seeing the time, and this is what the wicked Pharisees and Sadducees and their scribes, this is what they couldn't understand. They couldn't understand the times that they were living in. All right, and Yahushua quoted it. Okay, it says, and I'm gonna get that in Luke. All right. Okay, because you got to be wise, and when you look at the history, Jake was never wise. They never show forth prudence. All right, they weren't able to as the scriptures say, discern the times. All right, if I'm not mistaken, I think that's what it goes. All right, yeah, and so the word prudent is wise, discerning, judicious. All right. Okay. It says with knowledge, deliberate. Okay. And that's what the elect do. Scriptures talk about the elect being in conversation with each other every day. I'm roughly paraphrasing. They spoke daily. Okay. Roughly paraphrasing. Okay. I can't remember exactly what precept. All right. But the elect are in conversation all day, every day about what's to come. Okay. Because this is important. And Jake has taken things lightly and not understanding that the Lord is about to make his move. Okay. With all the things that's going on in the world, if you've been paying attention to it, all right, the Lord is about to make his move. It's not by coincidence all of these things are happening. Wars, rumors of wars, all right, talks of another shutdown due to a virus, all right, or a disease, which the scriptures refer to as pestilence, all right, uproars of the people, okay, you name it, and it's never ending. This is so you have to be paying attention to these things, man. All right, and this is why the Lord has set up His men to urge and to warn, to sound the alarm. Okay, because this ain't a time where we're supposed to be laying down and resting. All right, and then you got these Israelites who talking about you ain't supposed to hate the white man. Well, he's finna show you. All right, he's finna show you why. He's finna show you true hatred. All right, and you're gonna wish you hated this devil. Okay, but it's gonna be too late for a lot of individuals because you're gonna be in his grasp. All right, he's gonna have you by the ball, so to speak. Okay, it says knowing, skilled, sagacious. Okay, let's look into these other words. Keenly. All right, it says the scripture. Hey, the Lord said, "Be as wise as serpents and harmless as doves." All right, a serpent is known, much like a dragon, is much known for his keenness. All right, his attention. Okay, being on point. I'm not sure if brothers seen the movies it's a spinoff from the Lord of the Rings. All right. And in that movie, I think it's the Hobbit movie. All right. And it's a scene in there with the dragon. Okay. And that dragon was very keen. Okay. All right. It says keenly perspective, discerning. Right. What's another word for discerning, man? All right. Having or showing discernment, discriminating, acute. All right. It says discovered by the intellect, understand, right? So you're supposed to discover things by the intellect, by your own intellect. You're supposed to be able to see things for what they are. You're supposed to be able to see into the future and where things can lead to. You know, Jake, they'll do it when it comes to something carnal for their benefit, but they won't do it for something that's spiritually taking place on this earth, which involved this devil, the so-called white man. All right. Acute, originally of fevers and diseases. What is this? Coming quickly to a crisis. All right. Shrill, penetrating, intelligent, cunning. All right. And this is how we're supposed to be. We're supposed to be sharp. We're supposed to be prudent. We're supposed to be wise, discerning. All right. Did we go into the word discernment? Yeah, we did. Salaki. All right. Okay, this is what we're supposed to be, and this is what the Lord has risen us up and woken us up to be, man. Okay, Matthew 16:3. But this is the problem with our people. There's nothing new under the sun, as we can see, that these dudes failed to open their eyes. Okay, and this is why we're different. Matthew 16:3. And in the morning, it will be. Hold on, let me go on. All right. Matthew 16:1, it says, the Pharisees also with the Sadducees came and tempting, desire him that he would shew them a sign from heaven. And see, that's the same spirit that these Israelites are in this day. All right. He was the sign. Okay. Yahushua was the sign with all the miracles. And it's crazy because he was doing miracles. And they still did not believe. They said, well, he had the spirit of a devil. All right. Because of the miracles that he was doing. And they were so afraid to lose their spots in society. All right. Under those Romans. And what do you have this day? These Israelite camps making millions of dollars under these Romans, these new age Romans. All right. Okay. Okay. So it says, and tempting, desire him that he would shew them a sign from heaven. And what's the sign now that you got men of the Lord who are standing, Isaiah 30:20, who are standing before your face, all right, and who are rebuking and correcting as the scriptures say. That's the sign. All right, that's the sign. And these idiots, for the love of me, can't see the sign. That's on them because, look, the Lord had made it clear, quite clear. Isaiah 30:20. It says, and though the Lord give you the bread of adversity, all right, because what we suffered, okay, and that's what we had to endure, all right, So in the water of affliction, yet shall not thy teachers be removed into a corner any more, but thine eyes shall see thy teachers, and thine ears shall hear a word behind thee. So the Lord had made the teachers very visible, all right, very out there in the open for you to see. That's the sign in our time. Okay. And thine ears shall hear a word behind thee saying, this is the way, walk ye in it. Right. And that's dealing with correction and direction. All right. And that's what the elders, apostles and bishops on down are given to the men, to the rest of the believers, man. All right. This is the way, walk ye in it, when you turn to the right hand and when you turn to the left. Right. So they're correcting and directing. All right. That's the sign for our time now. All right. OK, so back in Matthew 16:2, it says, he answered and said unto them, when is it evening? Salaki, when it is evening, ye say it will be fair weather, for the sky is red. And in the morning it will be foul weather today, for the sky is red and lowering. Right. And ye hypocrites, ye can discern the face of the sky, but ye cannot discern the signs of the times. You see, And that's the problem, right? They can discern everything carnally, all right, but they can't discern the times that we live in. Okay? We don't live in times where we can be at rest and we can be at peace with our enemies. Our enemies are not in no way, shape, or form showing any sign of them being at peace with us or them being able to deliberate, or they've been deceiving us. Okay? They've been pandering towards us. Okay? All right? Only to get us to get our guard down so they can attack, man. Okay? As the scriptures talk about, never trust thine enemy. Never trust thine enemy, man. And a lot of Israelites, man, are going to be gotten and taken by their enemy. All right, which is Esau, Edom. All right, the so-called, the white, pale-faced, all right, man. Okay, it says a wicked and adulterous generation seeketh after a sign. You see, and there shall no sign be given unto it, but the sign of the prophet Jonas. And he left them and departed, because Jonas was in the belly of that well. All right. And Salakia for the background noise. All right. So Salakia. All right. So it says, right. So Jonas was in the well, in the belly of the well. Right. And that was the same sign for Yahushua. He was in the belly of the earth, so to speak. All right. That was the sign, his resurrection, his death and resurrection, man. But what they do, they killed the Messiah, man. Just much like they killed the prophets aforetime, just like they're going to come together and come against the men of the Lord in this time. Okay, it's nothing different. And don't be surprised when the time is ripe. They're going to all, just like now, you seeing a lot of, you seeing IUSPK, I can't even say the name, IUIC, ISUPK. What? They got the same doctrine at the same time. What a coincidence. Okay. All right. And what you're going to see is that these groups are together. All right. They're under that umbrella, that 501c3 umbrella. Okay. Where they have to answer to the government. They have to, that's why they can't say they hate Edomites. All right. Which is showing a strong disdain for the hatred that they have for us. Okay, so these groups are going to get together. They're going to come against the men of the Lord. Okay, and of course they're going to slander us like they've been doing, which is fine. Okay, we got to deal with it, just like the prophets of old, just like Yahushua. Because hey, it's a sure sign though, that we are, possibly the men of the Lord. Okay. All right. Yeah, the name of this lesson there is that we're spiritual party crashers. And Salakia, my daughter in the background, man. She ain't letting up. So, let's see here. My bad. Let's go back. Okay. Right, so the prudent is foreseeing the evil. Okay. And what's going to happen to these individuals? Well, they're going to be had in derision. They're going to be laughed at by this devil. They're going to be taken. Okay. They're going to be taken. 2nd Ezra 16 and 68, for behold, the burning wrath of a great multitude is kindled over you. All right. And they shall take away certain of you and feed you, being idle with things offered unto idols. All right. A lot of you are going to, a lot of you don't see that this devil is preparing to attack. He is laying the jinn, all right, within the snare. Okay. Because a jinn is a lure. It lures you to the snare. Okay. And that lure for a lot of you Israelites is what? Rest in this society. Okay. Getting along, going along. This is not a time where we're supposed to be getting along and going along. As the elder brought out, that we're supposed to be what? It's a time for embracing. There's a time for refraining from embracing. There's a time for love. There's a time for hate. What time are we in? What time are we in, man? Okay. What time are we in? Right. So a lot of you are going to be set up. All right. Not even set up. Well, the Lord is setting you up. Okay. A lot of you are going to fall to this devil's devices, man. And that's ultimately the RFID chip. All right. Which is the micro chip, which is the MOTB, man. All right. Verse 69, it says, and they that consent unto them shall be had in derision and in reproach. And most of you Israelites, what? You consenting unto this devil. Okay. You're okay with what's going on. All right. You're not rebuking him. You're not revealing who the wicked is. You want to be friends. You know, you want him to give you benefits, I guess, whatever the hell it is, man, that you niggas are doing. And it's not gonna go right for you, man. All right. Because what? Ultimately, never trust thine enemy. All right. As iron rusted, so is his wickedness. He's just going to lure you so that you can be vulnerable, so he can take you, man. All right. And what? Ultimately, they're going to be laughing. You're going to be had in derision. Okay. And trodden underfoot. They're going to murder you Israelites, man, because they ain't got nothing else for you. All right. They ain't got nothing else for you, man. All right. And we're spiritual party crashers. Okay. Because what are we supposed to be doing? We're supposed to be detaching from this place and leaning upon our Lord, Yahweh Shai. Jeremiah 51:6 is flee out of the midst of Babylon and deliver every man his soul. It didn't say that we're supposed to embrace everyone. All right. And come together with these heathen nations. All right. A lot of you don't see what's happening. And it's going to be to your own detriment, to your own destruction, because you had the prophets here warning you and letting you know exactly what's about to take place. Detailed information. All right. Every day. All right. Coming out with information on what this devil is planning. OK. And that's going to be on your hands. Yo, the blood is going to be on your hands. The blood is out of our hands. Right. For this is the time of the Lord's vengeance. He will render unto her a recompense. You see, unto who? Babylon, the daughter of Babylon, which is Esau, Edom. Okay, he's going to recompense her. Okay. And this ain't the time to be holding hands, especially with your enemy. Okay. Or even speaking lightly of. All right. We're supposed to be leaning upon the Lord. Okay. Isaiah 10:20, and it shall come to pass in that day that the remnant of Israel, because a remnant is a small portion, the rest, all right, you Israelites, you're known as the 2/3. The majority of Israelites, you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, you're going to perish, right? And such as are escaped of the house of Jacob, escape from what? Our enemies, okay? Shall no more again stay, meaning to trust, upon him that smote them. You see? And a lot of you niggas, you're trusting in this so-called white man. And he's going to smoke you niggas, man. All right? It says, but shall stay upon the Lord, meaning to trust or to lean on the Lord Yahweh, the Holy One of Israel, in truth. That's why we call upon the name of the Lord with one consent. All right? Because if we all called upon the name of the Lord at one time, we would be saved the same day. But Jake is not trying to be saved, man. Jake is not trying to be saved because a lot of Israelites do not believe, man. And that's the truth, all right? It says the remnant shall return, even the remnant of Jacob, unto the Almighty, unto the mighty God, the mighty power, all right? For though thy people Israel be as the sand of the sea, yet a remnant, meaning a small portion of them shall return. The consumption decree shall overflow with righteousness, all right? So it's going to be a small portion and the rest are going to get smoked. OK, the rest is going to get smoked. OK, there's plenty of articles we can go into dealing with the times that we're living in, dealing with our enemies and what they're mobilizing to do. And most are just blind. All right, to the fact, to the reality of it all, man. All right. So Ezekiel 3:17, Son of man, I have made thee a watchman unto the house of Israel. Therefore hear the word at my mouth and give them warning from me. All right. The Lord is using his men to warn the rest of his people, man. All right. When I say unto the wicked, thou shalt surely die, and thou givest him not warning, nor speakest to warn the wicked from his wicked way, to save his life, the same wicked man shall die in his iniquity, but his blood will I require at thine hands. So a lot of you Israelites got blood on your hands because you're not warning the Israelites on what's to come. All right. You're not warning the Israelites to refrain from certain ways, from certain mindsets. All right. And now these Israelites who you're not warning, they're in violation. They're in the line of fire. You see, the line of fire, the judgment that's going to come from the Lord. OK, and this is why we're supposed to be getting right. All right. All right. Yet if thou warn the wicked and he turn not from his wickedness, nor from his wicked way, he shall die in his iniquity, but thou hast delivered thy soul. Right. So the Lord required all of us, all right, to warn each other. And that warning is going out from the men of the Lord, who the Lord truly set up, the true worshipers. OK, and they're warning. But a lot of you Israelites, you ain't going to get it. And that's fine with me, because guess what? We can wipe our hands clean. All right. We ain't got blood, guiltness. All right. You know. So with that, Lord willing, this was edifying. Until next time, I want to give all praise, glory, and honor to Yahweh Shemel Shai, Bashimar Kakwadash. Double honors to the apostles, elders, and great millstone. Shalom to you, Akim. Pushing the work in truth and in sincerity. Shalom.